angel intuitive. I'm also a teacher in the fields of self-development, spiritual, and psychic growth. And I'm here to talk to you today about angels and do a demonstration of some live angel readings. I'll tell you a little bit more about me. So I'm actually a fourth generation psychic. So that means my great grandmother was a psychic. My Nana had psychic abilities, and so does my dad. And you know what? I discovered my gifts at around age 8 when I started to receive healing messages for other people from the angels. So, what that implies is that I'm an angel intuitive. It's my job to explain to you what the angels show and tell me. And it's my purpose to deliver divine messages. You know, a lot of people get angel messages, and I'm really here to explain to you what those messages mean. And as an empath, I work through other people to help them live a life for themselves that is really healthy, the one that God has intended for you to live, one that's healthy and free and protected and abundant. Um, but problem is with some of these angel messages is we don't quite understand what they're talking about. We don't understand them at the moment. And to follow these angel messages takes a certain level of trust and faith. And we have to really believe that everything is going to work out and kind of fall into place at the right time. And that's why I'm here. Okay. I'm here to help you make sense of these angel messages, to translate them as a messenger. And that is why it is so important that you listen to your angels' messages, because they are designed to help you to make the best decisions. And the angels are going to guide you. They're going to lead you to make the most appropriate decisions during times of doubt. So, my question to you today is, are you receiving angel messages, but you can't understand them? Is it possible that your angels have been trying to prompt you to do something? Maybe it's come out of the spiritual closet as a healer or take that painting class, but you're not quite sure about it. Well, I have some good news. I'm here today to talk to your angels for you. I'm going to be conducting some live angel readings. We're going to have people in the studio. We're going to have comments live on Facebook, and I'm going to be providing you some insights. But first, I'm very excited to share some angel tips with you today so that you can live a life of everyday angel miracles. So let's get into it. The first tip is pay attention to what you see, what you feel, what you hear, and what you know. Pay attention to it. Okay. Here's what I'm talking about. Pay attention to what it is that you see in that movie of your mind's eye. You know, what happens when you're minding your own business or you're doing some dishes, and all of a sudden you get this picture of Johnny, and then 5 minutes later, an hour later, Johnny calls you. Well, guess what? That image in your mind's eye was the angel's way of giving you a heads up that Johnny was going to be calling you. That's right. So pay attention to the visions. The next thing that I want to teach you is pay attention to what it is that you feel. Those alarms going off, even when everything looks good on the surface, but then there's something going on in here saying something isn't right. No, that's not you being overly paranoid. Those are your attendant spirits trying to protect you. So definitely pay attention to those real spiritual experiences. The third tip is pay attention to what is that you know. Sometimes we just know something is going to work out. We just know something is bad for us, or we just know we should do something better. That is your angels. Okay. Now, the fourth one is what you hear. What would it sound like if you were to, recognize this angel guidance? Well, today I'm going to share a very important story with you from the Four Angels' Secrets to Manifesting Miracles. So, a few years ago, I was driving home with my daughter in tow, and I had picked her up from school that day, and we had plenty of healthy snacks. But my daughter was very restless in the back seat. Now, I was very nervous because her antsiness was distracting me from driving. I'm one of these people where I got to tell you, I have to have complete calm and complete quiet in the car in order for me to get to my destination safely. So once we left the grocery store, we're on this very long road and she was very antsy. I could feel her getting fidgety. So, you know, I didn't understand what to do because she'd already eaten some of the snacks I got her. So I went inside and I connected with my angels for help, for an idea. I was like, angels, please tell me what to do because I need to concentrate on driving. And all of a sudden I heard, now here's the I heard, this is what angels sound like. I heard as clear as day, give her a cupcake. And then I heard it again, give her a cupcake, give her a cupcake. And I was like, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. I started to argue with my angels. Now, I didn't understand or see why my daughter should have dessert before eating her dinner. Like it was like 4:30 in the afternoon. So from this script of how I was raised, I made a decision. Subconsciously didn't make sense. So I didn't listen. I didn't give her the cupcake. And I said to her, please eat your potato salad instead. And so she listens to me. She whips off this plastic lid. She's in the back seat. I'm driving and she's eating potato salad. And all of a sudden, this pedestrian just crosses the road and I have to slam on my brakes. And there's potato salad all over my back seat. My daughter was like, Mom, there's mayonnaise in the back seat. And I was like, what do you know? I was wrong about the potato salad. So I gave her a cupcake and I gave her a cupcake, one every day for the next 3 days. So this is the point I'm trying to make to you is when you listen to and you actually follow these promptings, that's when the angels will save you and keep you out of heartache and pain. Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, they will repeat themselves 3 times, right? Give her a cupcake, give her a cupcake. The archangel Gabriel said to Mary and Joseph, you will give birth to the Messiah. His name will be Jesus. But the archangel Gabriel and the other angels who talk to us give us practical messages too, right? They will say, pay your taxes, slow down on the freeway, give your daughter a treat. And, if you pay attention to these practical things that the angels are trying to tell you, then, they're going to save you from heartache and pain. So the more that you listen to these, I call them miracle seeds. I call angel messages miracle seeds because it's like a little plant, right? You're just, you got to nurture it. You got to water it. By listening, by taking action, by taking steps. The more you do that, the more the angels can bless you and the more favor they'll be able to release into your life. But if the heavenly messengers have to argue with you about everything and you keep making up these excuses why you shouldn't follow their promptings, you're going to get stuck. Now, in Isaiah 119, it says, if you're willing and obedient, you will eat the good things of the land. When you learn this angel message to just follow guided action, okay, you will feel that impression to call a friend and you're like, you know what? Okay, fine. I'm going to call them. I know I got to call them. You hear that prompting, be more disciplined in your spending. I know I got to save my money today. You have this knowledge on the inside that says, Julie, you got to eat healthier. Okay, I know I should have a carrot stick instead of a cupcake, right? Here's a secret that I really want to impart to you today. Those I knows are the angels trying to talk to you and lead you down the best path for your life. So turn your focus to the message. You know that it's the angel's message because it won't go away, right? The angel's message keep repeating themselves. In the middle of the night, when you're not even thinking about it, There it is. Julie, you should eat healthier. The winged saints are trying to catch your attention. They speak to us through promptings, through suggestions. And you know what? The angels are not going to force you to do something. They have to obey this law of free will that states they can't intervene in your life without your permission. And that stops them from overriding your decisions. So since they can't intervene in your life, they'll just make suggestions. You know, you should eat healthier. That's all that the angels can do. So, you know, it's all about allowing yourself to be led. And, you know, the more that you get sensitive to the angel's voice, the more that you respond to these angel messages, the more easily it's going to be for you to take these suggestions and pull back when you feel that alarm. That's how the angels are going to lead you down the best path for your life. And there's many more stories to come in here. And now I'm so excited to talk to your angels for you, to clear up any messages for you that you might be having difficulty with. So I'm going to reload this page and we are going to do some mini readings today. I'm so excited to be doing those with you here today. So if you're guided, if you've gotten the link, actually let me release that as well here live. To join me in the studio for some live readings. I am just so pumped to do that. Let's see who's live online. So we have Cherise and I see Marsha LaForce. Hello, nice to see you. And let's start loading some comments. I'm just gonna reload this page. And perfect. So we're going to be doing some virtual readings in my studio. So please come and join me. I'm going to release that link below and we're going to start answering some questions. Okay, so let's start loading some comments and we're going to talk to the angels for you. Good morning, Cherise. Well, I guess it's afternoon now. Whatever time it is, wherever you're watching. So nice to have you with us here today. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, let's start with, oh, you have some. We have Ryan here. Ryan, I'm just going to get you to whatever time it is. We're off there really fast. Thank you so much. So Ryan's here for a reading. Ryan, if you can just turn the Facebook of me talking off, and then I'll unmute you and we'll get to your reading. Okay? So give me a thumbs up once that's off. Perfect. And we've got Teresa as well. And so, yeah, so let's talk to Ryan. Ryan, can I start with your date of birth, please?
April 26th, 1978.
A Taurus.
Yes.
Okay. Well, welcome. This is your first time on my Facebook page.
It is my first time on your Facebook page. Yeah.
Welcome. How did you hear about us?
I have a client that came to see you, and I was just happened to be checking you out. And this thing came on, so.
That's awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much. And what is your year of birth, Ryan?
1978.
Okay, so a lot of dad energy connected to your birth. Do you understand that? Like,
yeah, I didn't really know my dad, but probably. That's come up a couple times for me.
In mediumship readings?
Yes, like my dad's dad would come sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really funny, you know. I tune into someone's energy, I tune into the birthday, and you know, I'm not in control of what comes up. But when I tune into you, it's a very, very heavy, very strong, like fatherly influence. You're worried about something not working out. And so they're allowing me to feel the anxiety in the chest. Do you connect to that?
Yes.
Thank you. Please know that the angels are allowing me to feel that anxiety. They want you to know that everything is going to be okay. And that's why your dad is here. They said that your dad is here to give you reassurance, and he's like a lighthouse. Now, this is a very a hard thing because they said you're not really letting him in. Is that true emotionally?
Yeah, I really dislike him actually.
Yeah. And that resentment, which we all have resentment towards our parents for something, is blocking that good guidance from coming through. So I'm going to work with you a little bit on that today because I understand what it's like to be pissed at your dad because parents are imperfect inherently. And
Inherent.
yes. And I just want to give you compassion, first of all, and say, I understand that you did suffer pain. The angels make me feel like when you were a little boy, like you had lonely moments, disappointment, and just really a real sense of grieving. And so it's very normal as adults to want to protect that little child because we know what that felt like to be that little boy or that little girl and to be in a place of pain. And we want to protect them. And so we want to say, no, I'm mad at you. Get away from me. I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't care if you're dead. Just get away. So I want to let you know that that's really normal. But I also want to let you know as a medium, I'm aware that when spirits cross over to the other side, they go through a learning. They go through a transition. And like imperfect adults ourselves, we get schooled on the other side and we try to make our wrongs right. And when I tune into your dad's energy, what comes up for me is making wrongs right. And while he can't undo the past, he is trying to give you guidance now. So I hope that that will allow you to be a little bit more open to the messages that are wanting to come through for you. The first message is, I'm very sorry. Please forgive me.
Right.
Just take a moment and just allow that message to kind of come in. And I'm sorry for not being the father that you wanted me to be. I was scared and I didn't know what I was doing. Does that make sense to you, Ryan?
Uh, I could give that to him, I guess. Sure. He left in a pretty shitty way, or sorry for the swear word, but way when I was pretty young, like 5 years old. Yeah.
Yeah. No, and when you're a small child, that's all you need and care about is that love from your dad. So please know that he's taking responsibility
Okay.
and he's asking for your forgiveness for not being the father that you wanted him to be. He also acknowledges that had he known better, he would have done better. And I just feel there was a lot, but did he have like a mental illness?
Uh, I actually don't know.
Yeah, they just
I
show
don't
me like
think so.
there was a lot going on for your dad emotionally at the time.
He was, yeah. I honestly don't have any contact with him, but or even have talked with anybody about him so much. But yeah, my one memory of him, somebody that would do that would have some kind of guilt and shame driven trauma.
Yeah. Yeah, because they showed me like some fuzziness, some darkness around him.
Right.
And I feel very pulled in many different directions as your dad and feeling very torn and knowing I couldn't be the best support in your life, that it would be better if I left because I didn't have the ability to make strong decisions. And I knew that on some level, and I didn't want to cause a mess.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
hard for that little boy to understand, but as a man, as a grown man, I'm sure you can relate to
I could have
maybe
compassion for it. Yep.
maybe it's better that I leave.
I can understand that. I can understand it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
He also is referencing that the way that he crossed was painless and don't worry and don't hold on to guilt. The message is don't worry, don't hold on to guilt. He's referencing that there's some guilt happening in your own life. How do you connect to that message?
Yeah, well, I have, yeah, I do a lot of work around that. I've had this addiction story and then now trying to start a business and yeah, being worried about it with COVID now. And there's like people that I care about that, yeah, so there's like all that guilt and shame and trying to do your best in that space.
Yes, absolutely. I know that working through like a 12-step program, an addiction program, can actually activate a lot of guilt and shame that was suppressed through the addictive behaviors or substance abuse. And so when we do get sober, it is totally normal for guilt and shame to come up. And please know that your Father doesn't want you to feel those feelings anymore. He wants you to release them to him. So we're going to call in, if it's okay with you, an angel and do a little clearing.
Sure.
Beautiful. And then we're going to speak to your business prospects. So yeah, I feel your emotions. I'm calling in Archangel Raphael to your side. The beautiful healing Archangel is here, and Archangel Michael is here. Did you call on him, or did you pray for help?
No, yeah, he's, I use him in my healing practice. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. So know that I did see him already because I didn't have to call him in. He was there. Yeah. Beautiful. So he's with you and he's protecting you, and he just put his hand on your shoulder and he's like, everything's going to be all right, man. He's like, you're going to be okay. He said, like, your nervous energy is pushing the clients away a little. He's like, you need to come back to a place of calm, and you need to trust in your loving and higher power that everything is going to be okay. Once you do that, the clients are going to come. And once you forgive your dad, that's when you're going to see explosive blessings. So just take this moment right now to release any pain that you're holding to God, to your angels, and Archangel Raphael is going to fill your heart with love. Just this beautiful, and you blame yourself. I can see you do a little self-blame. Is that right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Know that I saw that. And the angels are saying you can let that go at any time. Whenever you're ready. They said, it's stopping you from being powerful. Step into the divine being that I created you to be. Here's another message that's really interesting. It's like, I'm trying to get to the healing, and as I tune into your angels, they're talking. You were equipped with every good thing inside of you. So the day that God made you, it wasn't like, I'm going to spend 10 minutes on Ryan Snow.
Right.
It was, I'm going to put this in him because I know he's going to need this to help his clients. I'm going to give him this strength, this personality, this hair color, this eye color, these talents, these strengths. And you've got absolutely everything that you need inside of you to accomplish that dream. So what we want to push down is fear. Not that we want to push down, but we want to give that to God. We want to give that to Archangel Michael. So right now, here's an opportunity to release that. We're going to do a vacuuming technique. Have you heard of this?
Yes, I have.
Okay, perfect. So anybody listening right now can use this as well. Archangel Michael puts the etheric energy vacuum on the crown of your head. So just invoke that now, and you get to select the speed that Michael vacuums you at: low, medium, or high speed. So Archangel Michael, we ask that you vacuum us of fear, known or unknown, in all directions of time. So just take a deep healing breath in, hold the breath, and releasing all fear now. Exhale, letting go of all blame, shame, and panic connected to your job security in exchange for faith. Beautiful. And just receive that healing light, that healing love. Good. And what I want you to start showing now is your talents. They said to find a way, like on Facebook or Twitter. Do you use Twitter or something?
I don't use Twitter.
Because they're saying Facebook or Twitter to start putting that inspiration out and letting that talent be revealed, letting your philosophy be shown, because there's a lot of people that are going to be attracted to your energy. And when you put that out there, then they'll receive that and they'll go, oh, I see who Ryan is. And then the business is going to come.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you for letting me channel your angels today. It was a great honor.
Yeah, cool.
Do you have any questions for the angels while you're here, Ryan?
No, it was actually, this all kind of was perfect. I usually am not feeling stressed, but I woke up definitely not in a good spot, like not very balanced. And yeah, the funny thing about the dad is that I just really ignore it. And I guess I need to really do the healing that is required there so that I can see everybody in their beautiful peaceful selves.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Give the same compassion that I give everybody else that I work with. So
Yeah, no, that's good that you know that you need to do that, and the angels knew it too, and they wanted to step forward to connect you to them more than anything, to let you know that they know about it, they support you in doing that work, and they said you're going to do amazing healing work. They said everything that you've been through is to help to bestow those gifts upon you so that you can give them to other people as a recovering addict. And I just see you're going to do an amazing and a beautiful job.
thank you.
Yeah,
I'll
you're
leave
welcome.
it there and we'll just work together.
Yes, yes. Well, when you're in a healing capacity, you have even more angels working with you.
Right.
Yeah. Nice to have you with us today, Ryan.
Thank you, Julie.
You're very welcome. Take care. God bless. Okay, beautiful healing messages coming through for Ryan. Thank you, God. Thank you. That was amazing. And like he said, perfect. All things are working together for our good. Now we're going to go to Teresa, who is here with us today. Hi, Teresa. So nice to have you here with us today. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Wonderful. Thank you. So nice to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks. Can I start with your date of birth, please, my dear?
August 7, 64.
Okay. August 7th, 1964. Okay. And I'm guided to just put that link out for other people who might want to join us in the virtual chat room. Okay. Let me tune into your energy and your angels. So you have a beautiful angel, and you have a grandmother figure with you as well. You're having some challenges, and oh, what's that noise?
Phone. Sorry.
Call from 5.
I'm going to end it. Hopefully it doesn't disturb us. Sorry.
Thank you so much. No problem. Yeah, you're having some problems lately. You need to hear the angels better, is that right?
Could be. Could be. I'm not really having serious problems. Kind of stuff in my head, I guess, dealing with my mother.
Lots of decisions to be made.
Hmm.
How do you connect to that?
Yes. Like decisions more for the future, but not right this minute.
Do you have like an anger or something?
Yeah, I think I do.
Yeah. And I feel like it's like right here. It's like and it's blocking you, they're saying. It's like a resentment or something, or like a resentment energy.
Yeah.
I feel like the message for you is similar to what I gave to Ryan in terms of give that to your angels. I feel your frustration. I feel your energy, and your angels are saying, give us that, and then you'll know what it is that you need to do. Because you're very blocked lately in terms of like you need meditation.
Yeah. I do meditate every morning.
Okay. And do you specifically ask the angels to guide you and stay with you during the day?
Yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah. So that's what's missing is that relationship. It's kind of like you meditate for the sake of meditation, but there's no intention there to really work as a team with the angels. And I feel like that would be great if you could incorporate that into your decision making.
Okay.
Yeah. And they also show me like there's other things that you also want for yourself in your life, like romance being the top priority for you. And you have kind of deprioritized these other things as petty and in your way, or like a little begrudgingly. And the situation that you're going through right now is for your spiritual growth, they said. So you may not like it, but it's strengthening you. And oftentimes in life, when the guy is missing or the girl is missing in some cases, we feel a little resentful because we feel like, oh, my life would be so much better if I had a partner or if he or she was there. But we don't realize that we're being strengthened to meet that partner, that God is doing a work in us. And if you'll just pass that test of helping your mother, dropping the resentment, working with your angels, that will be the gift that you bring to the table when you meet that special someone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? Because then you'll have that to offer him, that you're independent, that you've let go of resentment. He'll feel that beautiful energy and he'll be attracted to that.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. So trust that everything that you're going through every day is preparing you for your dreams to come true. And if you'll pass that test, blessings are going to chase after you.
Okay.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for letting me channel your angels today.
Thank you, Julie. Always nice to see you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us. Take care, Teresa.
You too.
Thanks. Bye. Yeah, that beautiful philosophy of passing the test. Sometimes, there's things in our lives that we just don't want to do, but if we pass the test, good things will surely follow. Okay, let's take some psychic questions now from the Facebook stream. We have Jermaine asking, is there any messages that the angels want me to know today? Shall I be the secret Santa? Oh, okay. So sounds like Jermaine maybe has an opportunity to be a secret Santa. All right, let's tune into the angels and see what they have to say for Jermaine. And I'll release that link again in case anybody would like to join us in the studio for a reading. Okay, so I've released that now. Okay. Jermaine, a lot of energy from your mom is actually coming through. And they're actually showing me you getting remarried. That's really exciting. So next October, huge romantic energy is coming through for you, Jermaine. Beautiful beautiful energy. Your mom is coming through and she's saying that she doesn't have those earthly worries that she once had. She also wants to let you know that there's no such thing as death. I don't know if at nighttime you sometimes think about your own death, but if you do, she wants you to know she knows about it. And she wants to say, like, there's no such thing as death. And I think you view that as very final. But she's here to let you know that that there's no such thing as death. She also wants to talk about how she's standing next to you. And she says, you may not always want me around, but I'm here in case you need me. She talks about you being in the kitchen a lot. And I know that you have your own restaurant, but I know she's referencing your own kitchen. And it's like in the more quiet moments, she's saying she shows up. Yeah. So that's so cool. So yeah, romance is coming for you in the month of October. And as far as the secret Santa thing, yeah, she says go for it. So I trust that that message will be a blessing for you. All right. Let's go now to Marcia LaForce for an angel message. How do you know if it's an angel message or an ego? Yeah, or your ego? Yeah. Excellent question. So the ego is very negative and long-winded. The ego has a long story of why you should or shouldn't do something or feel a certain way. whereas angel messages are very short and to the point. I love this question. So many people have this question, Marcia. Thank you so much for bringing it. The problem is we think that that stream of story is who we are. Oh, like we take the story of Ryan, who we did the reading for before. There might be a story there that says, well, my dad wasn't there for me, so I'm mad at him, so I'm not going to listen to him. I don't want to connect to him, and I don't need him. And you can see that there's a story there. There's a beginning, a middle, and an end. It started with, here's why I feel this way. And then there's a middle, like, I'm not going to listen to him. There's usually some justification. And then there's an end, and therefore I'm going to push him away. Now, those stories can cause us pain. And when we listen to them, we get so used to listening to them time and time and time again. What starts to happen is those stories, our ego becomes our God. And so it makes it very difficult to release that and give those cares to the angels and work with the angels. So even if the angels are giving you those short and those repetitive messages, we might have a really, really hard time actually listening or following through with those messages, because it's like so used to listening to them, right? And so really my message to you today is pay attention to which voice is which. And if you'll be sensitive to that short, repetitive message, then the angels will lead you down the best path for your life. I thank you all so much for joining me. I'm Julie Robinson. To book a private reading with me or to purchase one of my angel books, please visit me at juliespiritualhealer.com. Sending you all so much love and light.